Hey, what is up, you guys? It has been a long time. And as you can see, we have upgraded from mini bikes to actual motorcycles. Here is a 1980 Suzuki gs850xl. It's got disc brakes in the front and I think disc in the rear, but I'm not sure. Yep. And, but the reason I quit posting is my area was super, it just didn't have anything bike-wise, but finally got my hands on one. It does run, but I have it taken apart right now. Earlier, I was working on it for a long time. I did go to the parts store, and I had to get a new battery. I got some hose clamps, a fuel line and fuel filter, and some JB weld because I don't want to weld the gas tank just in case there's any leftover fumes or anything, and part of the petcock is broke. So let's get into that first and finish up with everything else. Alrighty guys, and now with the gas tank off, you can see everything is exposed. All these wires, they were everywhere earlier. I had to put a new one of these on, a little light switch with the horn and everything. That's like your lights, that's off. That's turn right, that's turn left. I guess it's already on right, but anyway. And then the speedometer works, I checked that. What else? I did order some filters. The mufflers are rusted through on the bottom, so it's very loud. But now, let's jump into the petcock. Alrighty guys, so you're gonna want a little spot depending on how much you're gonna be using, but you're gonna want a little spot of the red steel, and then with the red, oh no. Anyways, with the red, I guess it's white in there, but you're gonna wanna do just a little bead across the top, like that. Okay guys, so the problem you can see that we're having is we had to get a new petcock, and with this being an aftermarket one, it wasn't the correct one or something, so it's a little short, so you only have the one bolt in here. And I could just weld it, but I don't want any extra fumes or any little gas that didn't come out to be in here and then have it catch on fire and explode in my face. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna mix up the JB weld, and then I'll show you how to apply it. Alrighty, once you mix it into a gray steel looking paste like that, it's ready to apply. It's ready to apply, but you do want to make sure that this is a clean surface. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our sandpaper, cut a little piece out, and then I'll show you sanding that down. Alright, so you just get a little piece, kind of stuff it under your little lip, and then sand it. I'm gonna have to do it off camera, but you guys kind of see how to do it. Just make sure it looks all clean. Actually, just to make it easier on myself, since it's only one screw, I'm just gonna take it off. Alrighty, so now with your fuel petcock off, you have this surface. Oh, it's very rusty. There's not much rust on the inside of the tank, luckily, but I looked at it when I got it. There is some for sure, but not nearly as much as right here. So I'll let you know when I got that surface cleaned. Alrighty guys, so it's not perfect, but you're not gonna get perfect. It's as smooth as I can get it. So what we're gonna do now is apply it to kind of like a gasket almost, and then set the petcock down and go around it. Alrighty guys, so now that it's just a thin, uneven, just kind of patted down layer, we're gonna go ahead and grab the fuel petcock and drop it down into the hole, and then screw down that screw, and then I'll show you filling in the rest. Alrighty guys, and now you can see it's all covered. Use pretty much all of it. Might just go ahead and do one more little scrape and put it, oh shoot, right along there. There we go. So now everything is JB welded on that, and it doesn't have to look that good because it is on the underside of the tank that nobody's going to be seeing. And as long as you're comfortable with it, and you don't think it's going to leak, you got to make sure that you get fuel resistant JB weld if you're going to be putting it right here like I am. But that's all you do to get that done. Now let's go ahead and install the fuel line. Alrighty guys, so now this is connected to the side with the 4 carburetors. Now I'm waiting for that fuel tank to dry so I can cut this piece of fuel line to size and stick it up into the fuel tank. Okay, so now we're going to be taking off the seat to install the battery. And what you do is you just twist this in. When it's down like that and straight, that's on. Then that's off. I guess you can't take your key off. But anyways, now you just lift up, pull back, and set that aside. Now we have access to the battery tray. Batteries are ridiculously expensive. I hope this is the right one because I just spent $80 on one battery. So I'll let you know when this is dropped in place so we can screw it in. In case you guys are wondering, the battery I got is a Duralast Gold. Meant for all those. It was at my AutoZone for $89.99. Alrighty guys, so it does fit, but it looks like it might be a tiny bit small, but hopefully it'll still have enough power to turn over this huge 4-cylinder motor. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, battery is installed. Got that one there and that one there. I did manage to lose both of the battery screws, but I just replaced them with other ones. But this frame is very rusty, so eventually I am going to hopefully sand it all down and repaint. Now let's put the seat back on real quick. Alrighty guys, so as you can see, tank is on. Fuel line is, in fact, connected right there. Now, you notice that there's no fuel filling up the fuel filter. And that is because you don't want to put fuel in your fuel tank for 24 hours after doing that JB weld. Because that's not going to be dry for another... Well, it says 6 to 12, but I always wait 24 just to be safe. So yeah, after 24 hours, you're good to ride, and it should start right up. I do need to get some air filters on it, but yeah, so that's very, very, very exciting that that battery actually worked. I was kind of worried it was going to be too small, but I do want to show something. This is very uncommon to find. So you see it's got the key for that. That obviously works in the ignition. It's the original Suzuki key. Same one for the fuel tank. That doesn't happen very often. Normally you lose them, and it's a replacement gas cap or something with a different key. So that is very, very cool. I did top off the oil. I'm not sure where I put the cap though. Uh-oh. Well, I'll find it. But that is going to unfortunately end the video off today. But this is a very, very cool bike. Can't wait to take it on the first ride. Alrighty guys, I found it. We're good.